NHS Direct, the health service information line in England, was meant to have been replaced by NHS 111, which can offer more comprehensive practical help for urgent medical problems. But the introduction of the new system has been fraught with difficulty.
NHS 111, Michelle speaking.
This 111 call centre in Newcastle is run by the local ambulance service. Like the old NHS Direct, they can offer advice, but they can also book appointments at clinics or even dispatch ambulances in an emergency.
There are a myriad of services out there. Which service is the right one for me? And it's been difficult because who tells them that? Well, NHS Direct certainly was a component to that, but NHS 111 is a much more efficient service to do that.
The northeast of England is one region where the 111 service operated as a pilot scheme to make sure it worked properly. Now, the idea is it bridges the gap between when a patient feels too ill to wait for an appointment to see their local doctor, but not ill enough to warrant calling out an ambulance. And it does seem to be working smoothly here, but the picture across the rest of England is very mixed. A briefing paper prepared for the board of NHS England shows just how patchy the situation is. It says a small number of NHS 111 services have provided an unacceptable service on quality standards, especially at weekends. And it goes on, the service is still fragile in a number of areas.
And how long have you had that?
On-call doctor Mary Gibbs witnessed that fragility firsthand. Last month she was working the night the new 111 service for Greater Manchester went live. But callers were kept waiting and the system collapsed within hours.
When they must have known they would be struggling, they went ahead and patients' health and lives were put at risk. Patients did suffer in consequence, and I'm scared if they're going to do it again.
Of the 46 111 services across England, 7 have yet to go live, and a number of others are suspended because of problems when they launched.
I am confident that it is a great service in the majority of the country. I'm not comfortable with that. It needs to be a great service absolutely everywhere that we deliver it.
The NHS in Scotland and Wales are planning on rebranding their advice lines to a 111 style service. But in England, ahead of a busy bank holiday weekend, the advice for confused patients is to call your GP surgery. Dominic Hughes, BBC News, Newcastle.